Good everyone. Good morning. So with yesterday's halachot, we finished the laws of marriage, and we're getting to the last section of pretty short. The last section of the Halachot Yosef, which will be a big feat, completing the entire two books of the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch of the Halachot Yosef, which took us, I don't know, maybe 5 years or so. So it's coming to an end, maybe in a couple months. So we're going to be talking about money matters. Probably till the end, and getting into finding lost items and things like that. But first is money matters in general. So if there's an issue between two people, and you feel like a business issue, etc. So ideally, the way to rectify it is going to Bet Din, going to a rabbi, going to Bet Din, and only if you get a rabbi's permission, then you should go. Then you could go to a secular court. Also, one might think that if something happened in business, someone ripped someone off, say, oh well, okay, I'll let it go, whatever it is. There's a whole chelik, a quarter of the Shulchan Aruch talks about money cases and what to do. It's like going to the Beit Din and dealing with it. You don't have to forego it. You don't have to let it go. Actually, someone called me yesterday, and I called him about something, and then he told me about a case. I called him about a nachala, then he told me about a case that I've been very stressed lately, this and this, a big court case. I just let it go. What do you mean let it go? $1 million. $1 million, come, let it go this way, right? So, let it go. But he said, no, it was past the date, 2017, it was the date that he could, when it happened, and anyways, but you don't have to let things go. There's a proper way how to deal with it. Always try to make a pshara, always try to go in it. When it comes to money, people feel like it's their blood, and people fight over money. Families are torn over money, God forbid. And ideally, try to make a coming to a medium. What's a good word for a pshara? Coming to a reconciliation. What? Coming to a reconciliation. And the few money cases that I've dealt with, where people would come to me and meet with me. It was not big money, but they would come and speak to me. And often I found that if both people are willing to work and both people are honest, and that's what I was looking for, compromise. If both people are honest and both people are willing to work and they just want to present their case, often when there's just a third person, let's say myself, hearing the story, they get to the conclusion themselves. I remember a case in particular where there was three points of contention. Someone did a renovation job for this person, and then they came and they sat and they felt that things were not so, I paid him this much, and he only did this and that. When we went, it was three situations they had. I felt, and they both agreed to it, that 2 out of the 3 went towards this person, and 1 out of the 3 went towards this person. And they were both with the right intentions. They both wanted the right thing. They just wanted to present. They didn't come with animosity and fighting and swearing and things like that. And it came to a good conclusion. So it also has to do with your mentality and how you're dealing with it. Oh, I'm going to take you, I'm going to this, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to this. And another situation with two good friends of mine that don't live in the city. I might have mentioned such a case before. And I introduced them to each other. They became friends. They went into business together, and then things went down in business together. And then suing and back and forth, and whoa, what headaches. And me trying to be a peacemaker, calling this one and calling this one, calling this one and calling this one. It eventually kind of went back to whatever, but they don't talk to each other. But the money matter was sort of dealt with. And this is ongoing, these types of things. We know these types of things, but we've got to try our best to go into it with the right way. One last point, talking about edut, talk about testimony. Let's say testimony in a certain case. I know this person stole. I know this happened. If you know testimony and you hold it back, and you don't come forward, then it's actually an avera, as the Torah tells us. Vehu ed or ra'o yada im lo yagid v'nasa avono. So if you're a witness and you saw, and you don't say, then it's an iniquity, it's a sin. Because sometimes it's this person versus this person. I have testimony to help this person, a real testimony. I don't want to get involved, whatever it is. That's not a right thing. Yeah, so sometimes there could be more details to it. You want to discuss it with your local rabbi, etc. But in general, if you have real testimony, you should be coming forward. Mincha tonight at 4:45 p.m. And unfortunately, I was called early this morning that one of our older members, longtime members, have passed away, Mr. Meir Atias Alav Shalom. The funeral will be on Sunday, and the details will be forthcoming. Mr. Hashem only here, Besorot Tovot. Tana Deviliyahu. 100%. Tana Deviliyahu.